G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Dinkum. It is episode 333. Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, we've started the day here out at the spare house in the center of Widening. We did a lot of dredging last night and we ended up here. And I think the first order of things we need to do is really just get back to the workshop and drop all of the things off so that we can actually have space to do the important things for the day. In terms of the agenda though, I don't exactly have too much of a plan, but I have been sort of thinking about the final projects that we might be able to get done during the series, and one of those things is actually widening the road that leads to the north. Just so that we can, get the ute to go through. Now, as part of that project, I also do want to think about perhaps maybe putting a few water features and, make it look like there are maybe a couple of waterfalls on both sides. And I think that might make the place look a little bit more magical. So that's really going to be the plan. We'll probably start that project today. It is tempting to make our way into the deep mines, but probably going to keep that for another day because, well, we've only got 17 keys, so that's not really the amount of keys that I normally like to bring with me when I'm down there. I like to at least have 18 or, maybe about 20, something along those lines, and yeah. So we'll come back to that. Hopefully we'll find a few more keys today. There are also these river seeds. We planted some river reed seeds the other day, and I could potentially just put down a few more today. Again, I have no idea how many are required to get the soups, so if it's a whole ton, then obviously we're in trouble because we don't really have a lot going on right now. So anyway, bananas, I'll probably just keep these bananas for the moment. We might have a need for the bananas. Let's maybe store our honey, and I'm just trying to think here if there's anything else that I want to drop off somewhere. I mean, we've got the fertilizer, which probably should go back to the town, to the farm in storage over there. I probably want to take off the diver's helmet because we are looking a little bit ridiculous with it. Walking around, not diving. There's an alpha bush devil that now needs to be taken out as well, so we can possibly look at that. But I mean, the alpha croco has to come first though, right? So anyway, I think we're done here. Let's head back to the farm. Let's do the farming work, and then we will get the day started and think about how we're going to widen that road. Ooh, look at this. We've got some coffee. All right, nice. So I guess this is going to be it in terms of coffee harvesting this season because, yeah, it took a while and there's only like, what, a couple of days left, or maybe 3 days left actually. I don't think the coffee is actually going to grow in that time, but I'll probably leave it in there just so that we, don't have any issues with losing our fertilized soil. Anyway, let's dump that in there. Yeah, making fertilizer is going to be a bit of an issue. We don't really have a lot of poos to work with. That's alright, we'll figure it out. Let's just do what we normally do here at the farm, and we'll chip away at all of the problems. Another suggestion that came through from I think it's Theo in the comments, and that is to perhaps work on adding ramps all around Wuyan, especially in the places where, we've decided to sort of try and go over mountains and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. So we could spend a little bit of time doing that and trying to just improve getting around the place and not have all these sort of weird steps going on everywhere to try and lead people either up or down mountains. So, yeah, that's a good idea. Question is whether or not we're going to have enough time to, you know, complete all of the work within the amount of time left that we have in the series. But we can give it a good crack and see how we go. That will involve making a hell of a lot more of those ramps, though. I guess that's not really a problem. We could easily make those ramps, I think. So, let's just dump our grub meats here into the crab pots. Hopefully we get some keys out of this. 3 keys would be nice. Okay, no, we've failed already. Complete failure for the day. Alright, that's alright. We'll surely find some more keys later on. Not too worried. Now, it's just about dealing with the rest of the farm. So, we know that the coffee's ready. I don't know if there's maybe some potatoes or onions that might be ready as well. Again, there's not a lot of time left to grow anything in this season, so even if we replant, I'm not entirely sure if we're actually going to get anything in return. But that's okay. We'll at least keep some crops in just to keep the fertilized soil going, as I said. More coffee beans, love it. I think we can also do something about Cherry Road here. So we'll harvest all the cherries. Hopefully we get every single tree this time around. Okay, and yeah, I was right. Apparently the potatoes are ready today as well. That's good. Again, we'll hope for another batch of onions and potatoes before the end of the season. Because we are dumping all of these seeds in. I think I missed some beans there. Okay, looks good. Let's continue harvesting here. So, yeah, I mean, the amount of coffee that we have is kind of staggering. But I suppose it's good though, because we don't really get to grow coffee very often. It's literally only one season and only, I guess, 3 harvests in the one season. So, very, very limited amount of time. Alright, we are going coffee crazy. 249 coffee beans. Good stuff. I'm just working my way through here just to make sure that we haven't missed any coffee that we've tried to harvest. Okay, and yeah, there's even more. I guess we'll have, what, maybe more than 300? Maybe even 400 coffee beans? Maybe around 300. 300 something. But yeah, I think it was a good season for coffee. Okay. That's all the coffee done. Looks like more of our onions are ready on this side. Yeah, again, if I plant some onions right now, I'm not sure if they're actually going to be ready or not. I mean, I could fertilize the soil, and that might speed things up. Hey, maybe that's not a bad idea. Why don't we do that? Let's grab some fertilizer. And let's fertilize the rest of the soil and we can grow the onions a lot quicker. And yeah, we just have to hope that the onions will be ready within, I think it's 3 or 4 days now. So, well, 3 full days, but then I think we have a chance the first day of summer, right? So, let's grab that. Very good. And if I'm not mistaken, the beans will continue to grow in summer as well. I think. I could take a look at the bean seed package and see how long. Sorry, not how long. What seasons they grow in. Okay, good stuff. Now, on to Cherry Road, and let's see if we can pick all of them. Hopefully that we don't really miss any. You know, I may as well gather these bush limes as well, and the wattle flowers. Okay. Did we harvest all of Cherry Road? I think we did. Alright, good. So, now it's time to move on. I think we've completed everything we needed to do here at the farm. Except for maybe making fertilizer. So making fertilizer is going to be a problem, isn't it? Let's just drop our seeds back. We've got 1 rupoo. I'm just gonna see if we've got any more poos around that we can pick up right now. All these flowers are sort of getting in the way of us sort of seeing where the poos might be. They are getting a little bit distracting, aren't they? I mean, it's nice, it's beautiful. I feel like there's more flowers in there than there are grass. So I don't suppose the animals appreciate that, because they'd probably all eat grass, not flowers. Alright, so I think we're done. We're gonna have to come back to putting in some rupoos into the fertilizer box. We can do that later when we find some more rupoos. Let's head back to the workshop and let's drop all of the things away. Okay, so there we go. That was the majority of everything. Yeah, that looks good. Let's just grab our milk and wool and let's make stuff. A couple of things for John we can drop off. It's still 2 o'clock. I might actually visit Rain's place because we are actually running a little bit low on the seeds for this season. I mean, it's not important, but if we can get things bought, that way we won't have to worry the next time. We can pretty much go ham on all of these crops when it's time. Okay, and let's go with some onion seeds. Okay, that barely did any damage to our wallet, so it's quite nice. So onion seeds, actually, we do need onion seeds through the summer and spring, so that's good. Which means those onions that we've just grown, they're definitely going to keep growing, so that's good. Potato seeds, yeah, we're gonna have to sort of stop growing those till the next spring. That's fine. Okay, I think we're done here, so let's make our way to the Alpha Jackaroo. So... oh, hang on, it's not a Jackaroo. Is it the Bush Devil that we need to deal with first? No, it's the Croco that we need to deal first. There we go. Cool. And once we're done with that, I think we can make our way to the north and we can see about trying to extend, or sorry, not extend, but widen the road. Whoa, sorry, Spike. You know what, we might as well deal with the reeds around here as well once we've done the work that we need to do with the croc. Alright, done and done. Let's chuck the motorbike back down and let's make our way back to our reed farm, river reed farm. And yeah, we're just gonna need to sort of continue working on planting them around here. I don't know if we should fence it off. I really don't know if like other animals might eat these or if it's just fine to keep it here. Maybe I can do another section over here, and again, I'm not entirely sure if these would propagate at all. If they do, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Because I would like to keep it confined in this area. But you know what? Let's say if it does, then at least by trimming them back, that's a sort of a good excuse for us to, you know, get rid of some of them and actually harvest the actual river reeds themselves. But anyway, let's use the compactor here. That's going to be a lot faster for us. I don't know if that's really going to be enough space, but we'll see. Okay, not really much of an issue this time around. Ah, there we go. That's the problem that I don't like. That's what I want to do. Okay, good. Now we just need to print all of that soil back and we should be good to go. I mean, we've got one more here. We may as well put down somewhere. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. Let's fix this problem. One more over there, and I'll just do that. Oh no. There we go. Alright, goodness me. No! Did not mean to do that. Well, that's one bulb patch right there. That's fine. I don't know how long these things need to grow, and how big I need to wait for them to grow up to before actually trying to harvest. Bit of a mystery. So that side, it seems to have grown a little bit already. I'm guessing I should probably leave it for a little bit longer before attempting to take it all back down. Anyway, on to the major project for the day, which is widening that road. Let's actually take the ute with us. We'll drop these in. And yeah, because the ute is going to be really the standard for the width that we work with. And, you know, I kind of want a decent berth. So we'll see how we go. In terms of the water features, that'll come on another episode. Obviously, we'll probably not, you know, look into that right away. Okay, so here we are at our destination. Now, I think the best thing for us to do is to probably just do a tiny bit of digging here, and then we'll use the compactor, and then we'll compact away sort of layer by layer, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm thinking we're probably going to need to widen this side once, and then I think another tile on this side. And I think that's going to be enough, actually. Don't want it too wide, obviously. So anyway, that looks good for the moment. And yeah, again, I mean, we'll probably just troubleshoot as we progress. Yeah, the signs are going to need to go. So, should I just pick these up now? I guess so. I guess so. You know, this is my favorite song, actually, for this game. It's the best. I know the update brought, like, a few new, like, theme songs and stuff, but I don't know, nothing beats this one. The original. Just makes you feel so relaxed. Okay, so let's do that. Now, in terms of water features, again, I haven't really planned things out just yet, but I sort of want some kind of a waterfall going sort of on the way, but then I need to also think about how I'm going to flow that water back into you know, a major water source like this river here, for example. So yeah, we'll think about it. I could potentially, you know, make a bigger mountain or something like that on this side and have some sort of falls going on, you know. Yeah, we'll see. I think the first order of things, though, is just widening this this road. I shouldn't really get ahead of myself. Alright, good stuff. These are probably going to have to go. And maybe that, and maybe the sign as, sorry, the street lamp as well. And yeah, let's do that and that. Okay, looking good. Just a little bit more, and I think we're there. So we're gonna have to sort of play around with. Oh, that was really close, wasn't it? All right. Could have been disastrous. Alright, so now we should be able to get through with the ute a lot easier. And this is probably the extent of where we would be taking the ute. I don't think really we would be taking the ute even further. So yeah, I am sort of limiting where the ute is gonna go. Sort of like one big bridge, you know, within this vicinity here. I mean, speaking of big bridges, though, we probably have a couple of areas that we need to upgrade, like this area here, which is very close to the farm, and this area here, which is very close to the town. I think this one needs an upgrade as well. As well as this one, actually. So yeah, there's still a few bridges to work on, actually. So we do need to craft some bigger bridges. But anyway, this is looking fine for now. Now it's just a matter of sort of like planning the decoration a little bit more. So yeah, maybe I'm just gonna also tidy up the road a little bit more. And since we're sort of, yes, considering maybe swapping stairs with ramps, I should actually consider doing that right now while we're here. Got all this free chicken right here. Let's actually grab our chicken. Well, excuse me, raw drumsticks. They're not exactly chickens, are they? I thought we had bananas before. Maybe I accidentally put them away. It's alright. A few more bananas. Okay, so... the falls. How do we want to plan for the falls? I mean, they need to be going on around here somewhere. And I'm thinking maybe we need to print a bit more dirt around. I'm probably going to have to replant a lot of the grass around here. I guess the ferns and stuff like that, it's probably not really too much of an issue because we can just let the ferns sort of propagate. So no big deal there. But yeah, I'm thinking at least of a waterfall around here. I was sort of thinking about doing a waterfall around the corners, but then it's going to be a little bit difficult to get those waterfalls sort of going into the river from this sort of small section here, which is right next to the road. Maybe I'll do falls like that go into the river on either side. Like, so we have like, if I can get out of this place, we'll have like water coming in here and then falling into here. So we're going to have to clear some of the mangroves as well. Not an issue. I don't think that's too much of a big deal. Maybe a small sort of pool going on here, although that does worry me because that'll reduce the amount of space we have for the ute to go through. So, confusing. Yeah, we'll have to think about it a little bit more. Yeah, perhaps maybe even, like, extending it more might be a good idea. But at least just for this section where we're going to have the falls. Okay, good stuff. It is late though, so maybe time to eat some bananas. I don't think the elevation needs to be too high on these two sections. So I think we're going to keep them around that high. I think that's fine. Might want to connect our road up a little bit. There we go. And yeah, this area is not exactly big enough for the ute, is it? That's fine though. I think maybe we'll just leave this for the bike. Okay. Good stuff. We're gonna have to come back and play around with the water features on another episode. I think in this one I might finish up by heading back to the workshop to see if we can craft a few more larger bridges, because you know, as I pointed out, I think there was about like 3 sections where we could... Oh, for some reason our hair is sticking out in front of the windshield. That might help. Okay, good. Alright, let's go back. Actually, I've just spotted a potential thing that we can fix up right here. And you know what? I might actually do something like this. So we'll get rid of all of that. And I think we can perhaps just put like ramps on all 4 tiles here. No, that's not what I want. Let's get rid of that. And yeah, we do need some rock paths. Let's just drop that in. Okay, looking good. Just making sure this place looks a little bit more rustic. Something along those lines. Alright, so let's head back home. We'll go to the workshop. We'll craft the large bridges that we need. And I think that'll be the end of the episode, guys. I mean, I'm trying my best to spot X's in the ground because we haven't exactly done any treasure hunting today. And without those keys, I feel like I don't really want to go into the undergrowth in the next episode. Although I do want those ores. I mean, I could do some more dredging, but it definitely takes up quite a lot of time, doesn't it? That's alright. I think we'll get to it in subsequent episodes. I'm not in a hurry. Alright, so let's leave the ute here and let's take the bike because I think that's going to be a little bit quicker. If I don't bump into stuff, that is. I just realized, and someone told me this in the comments, but apparently Ted only shows up on specific days. And I've been wanting to meet him on the days that he doesn't really come to the town at all. So yeah, apparently it's like Saturdays and Sundays, and also I think on a Tuesday, something along those lines. Anyway, we've got all these seeds as well. I am sort of thinking, do we want to keep some of these? I can't remember what we needed for hedges. Because those hedges needed seeds, right? Yeah, bush seeds, fern seeds, and spinifex. So, bush seeds, and fern seeds, and spinifex. So I'm going to get rid of the other grass seeds because we don't need those. Maybe also get rid of the royal bluebells. We don't need those either. Yeah, everything else though we can just store. And now we just need to check on what we need to actually make those bridges. 3-tile bridges. Maybe I can just focus on making 3 of the brick style ones. We've got so much stone and, you know, decent number of bags of cement. We can always make more, even. Let's just gather all of this stuff up as well. Drop that in. Alright. Let's see here. So that's the 2-tile. This is the 3-tile one. Nice. And I think with all of these bags of cement, we should be able to get one more. Good. Alright, so we've got our 3 bridges that we plan to put down. We still have another 3 of these smaller ones, which, again, I need to sort of think about, you know, where would be an appropriate place for those. Do have a bit of a problem here, don't we, with storage. Anything that doesn't really belong here? I guess everything sort of belongs here. Maybe the torches can go here. Would like to keep this place reserved for the ores and the bars. Okay, cool. Raw drumsticks. Yeah, we can put this away. And the alpha scales. Perhaps I think we're keeping alpha scales at the farm, as we could use that to make some fertilizer. Speaking of fertilizer, we actually haven't made the fertilizer, or one of the batches of fertilizer that we need to make for the day. Haven't found any poos, actually. But you know what, if that is the case, then I might as well use our alpha scale to make the fertilizer that we need. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. It's not like we use those alpha scales very often for other stuff. So, yeah, maybe we should. Alright. Let's drop it in. We should get a few bags of fertilizer as a result, right? So, alright. I would say today's been semi-productive, guys. We sort of made a start with a brand new project. I have no real vision for what it's going to look like exactly, but I generally sort of play around and see what works and what doesn't, and then sort of make adjustments as we go. So yeah, we'll see. It might take a while, or it might not. But I do need to get those water features in, and you know, just test out the water features and see if I like it, and then if I don't, then we can make some major changes if we need to. So there's still plenty of time for that. Undergrove, yeah, I think we're going to have to wait for the undergrove a little bit more. We're going to have to find more keys. So we'll see. Maybe next episode we can do some more dredging. I just don't want to overload you guys with all the dredging all the time. Alright guys, well, I am signing off. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.